The collective subconscious mind is something that Carl Jung, psychotherapist of the previous century, talked extensively about. There is all this information, there's all this wisdom that is in the ethers, and we need to reach to it through meditation. We need to go to another level of consciousness. And when you meditate in a sacred ceremonial circle, especially with the help of cacao, your brain will go to theta brainwaves. And that's when you can reach the unconscious collective mind. This is where all the information is held, ancestral wisdom. A lot of answers to our prayers, but also answers to our challenges and conflict. Meditating 10 to 20 minutes every day will change your life because you will get a different source of feeling supported and of getting information about the best next step in your life, or why you need to endure a challenging time. And I would like you to keep in mind that life is challenging and unfair. And it is challenging and unfair because it is trying to nudge us to the next step where we always need to go. We get too comfortable in jobs that we don't like, in relationships that are boring or abusive or unsatisfying. And we say, never mind, what we have should be enough. We already have so much. But if your psyche, if your soul wants more, I would urge you to do it. After all, the definition of psychology is the study of the mind, the brain, the soul, and the spirit. But the first psychologists were so scared of being called pseudoscientists that they actually focused only on the mind and the brain. And the reason for that is that the experiences of the brain and the mind can be replicated. They can be objective. But the study of the soul and the spirit is very unique for each of us. It's very subjective, and it's difficult to replicate. So psychologists and the science of psychology and counseling, they left the soul and the spirit outside. And that's the reason that pure clinical mental health counseling is not enough to take you where you truly need to be. Of course, it is helpful, and I have practiced it for more than 17 years. But then it was so clear that something was missing. It was clear that just as accessing people's cognitive mind is not enough. And through pure mental health counseling, you can get a small access to the subconscious mind. But again, it wouldn't be enough to feel the bliss that being in contact with your soul, spirit, brain, and mind can offer. That's why I created the Anagenesis Method. The Anagenesis Method is a method that I was creating for the last 10 years. It is a combination of clinical mental health counseling, hypnotherapy, some corporate training for people who need it, and also shamanic journeys and energy reading. When you combine all these modalities, you can have access to everything, to people's cognitive mind, to their soul, to their spirit, to their subconscious mind. It offers a more comprehensive approach to therapy. All of the parts of you, everything that makes you the wonderful you, can be addressed and healed. The Anagenesis Method will help you break free from dysfunctional ancestral patterns. We all have them, unfortunately. There are so many things that don't feel real for us, but we're compelled to do it. For example, not spending money when we have enough, or always thinking about other people when we need at moments to think about ourselves. And this can be a dysfunctional ancestral pattern that has been given to you, you have inherited it without even realizing it, through spending time with your parents or your grandparents. And some of those patterns, the ancestral patterns, are very functional and very good and helpful, but some of them we need to cut free from. And the Anagenesis Method will help you understand all of you and will allow you to create a method and a path to break free from ancestral patterns that are no longer loving to you or they no longer apply to you. I have this client who feels scarcity, although there is no reason in her life to do that. And when we worked through the Anagenesis Method and a lot of meditations and shamanic journeys, we found out where it was coming from. Her ancestors had experienced scarcity and had every reason to be scared because they were living in difficult times of war where they had no control over their crops and over their money. But she doesn't have to. And through this method, she has broken free. And now she can enjoy life within her means. And she's a lot more happy. And she can experience and immerse herself in joyful experiences. Her relationships with people around her are completely different. I invite you to contact me and get to feel and experience the Anagenesis Method. It's a very freeing therapeutic modality that doesn't feel hard. Of course, in therapy, there are difficult moments when we face difficult parts of ourselves. But through those challenging moments, you will soon find yourself in bliss, in a blissful existence where life feels effortless. And every moment, even the ones that would rather not have, they feel like a beautiful teaching moment that will take us to a higher level where we need to go. Finding your soul's purpose through the Anagenesis method will free you from activities that are not good for you, but you feel compelled to do, almost in a compulsive manner. If you want to be free, if you want to feel the joy that life can offer, and find a way to plow through fear, knowing that something better and bigger awaits you, please get in touch with me, and I will get you ready for this next level in your life.